It's clearly a cabin in the woods. You can tell because it's made of wood. It is square and there are woods outside. Right, never mind. I'm just showing off my incredible observational powers. Just doing my morning stretches, just making sure I don't... just make sure I increase the longevity of my spine.
Seems to be locked.
Well, it'd be a pretty rubbish safe if it wasn't it? Right, what have we got here? A little map. Hold left mouse button to open your inventory and WAS to select. Ah, I see. So you can look on different things with a sort of inventory wheel. Interesting. Go to the radio tower northwest of here. Take this map. Okay. Where am I then? Where is me? The lighting on this map is really difficult to get right. Okay, I think that's the cabin. It's written in incredibly small letters, but I think that's the cabin. So northwest of here is the way on the map that it is. I'm not going to try and point it because this is the first and it's going to be incredibly difficult to get it right.
Radio tower.
Okay, am I marked on the map or not? Not myself physically, no. Okay, so assuming that the cabin is pointed that way, northwest would be in this direction. Oh, there's a map right there. Down in the bottom left. That says all these things. I am so good at making my life far more difficult than it ever needs to be. Anyway, enough of that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to something called Into the Unknown, which is a pretty good way of describing any recording session for me, because I never frickin' know what these games are going to be like. Okay, now I can't even step over a small rock. Okay, I don't think this is the radio tower, he says, immediately looking at it instead of the square on the map and realising it is. Some people say that I overuse the word cretin when describing myself, but somehow I really don't think that I am, did I? Because I'm not doing very well. Right, what's this?
Hello? Is anyone there?
Hello. Is someone there?
Yeah. My name's Rachel.
Oh my... oh, thank God, so good to hear someone. Have you come to save me?
Sorry, no. I actually have no idea where I am.
Oh, I see. Well,
Why is it getting so
my name's
dark?
Connor. I'm guessing you found my note, or you wouldn't be here now.
That was you? Do you know where we are?
I was, kind of hoping you knew how to get out. Well, I guess we're both stuck here together. What have you got on you right now?
Just this radio and the map you left.
Alright then. Well, I'm guessing since you just got here, you don't know what happens at night.
What
I'm gonna
happened?
guess nothing good.
There's this big
Oh,
black cloud. I like to call
hi,
it shadow.
friend.
It only comes out at night, and it's not friendly. It'll charge at you without warning, and if it gets
And how
you,
the hell do I get away
you'll
from it?
start feeling fatigued.
Yes,
It keeps
fascinating.
going at you,
How do I get away
you
from
pass
it?
out. Happened to me, and now I'm where the heck I am. But I've
Oh,
scared of light. There's
gosh.
a lighter at the camp I've been living at. I've taken the liberty of marking it on your map.
The
Should
camp.
be to the east of you, somewhere along the river. It should be enough to scare it off for a while, but not long.
Right.
It also gets
Right.
fairly dark at night, so you could use it to help there too.
Alright. Find the camp, get the lighter. Got it.
Good. Call me on the radio if you get what you're supposed to do. I hope to talk to you soon.
Okay, I think... Why is this window so frickin' dirty? Not dirty in the fun sense. Right, okay. Who knocked his chair over as well? Honestly, it looks very untidy in here. Dreadful. Okay, where's this camp? Why is this... It's so dark, it's so difficult to see. Is that red circle along the edge of the river? I suppose that big thing up north? Okay, right. Let's head north until we find the river, and then just trace along the edge of it until we find the camp, and sincerely hope we don't run into that big glowy-eyed orb again. Okay, right. Kitty. You know, I might have started that conversation by saying something like, if you see something that looks spooky, run away from it. Not a long-winded description of how the thing works before giving me the explanation of how to solve the problem. Never mind, it doesn't matter, we somehow survived. So, can the enemy actually kill me? We're probably going to find out in a minute. I don't know if the enemy can actually kill me or not. So all he said was it makes me feel fatigued. Why do I want to call him again? I don't want to call him again. The voice acting is really loud. Okay, right. Okay, I think this is the camp. So where is the lighter? Thanks, mate. Thank you for lighting up the situation. It was incredibly dark before then. Okay, I think the sun's coming up now. Where's the lighter? Is that it? It's so
Hey,
dark.
Connor, I found the lighter.
Alright, perfect. You know, actually, I was on a few leads on how to get out of here, but I kind of forget what it was. I must have hit my head or something while I was being taken here, or whenever I was being taken here. But I did write it down. If you could go get them, they're in this old factory. It's on your map. I put it on there for you. If you could go up there, the papers on how to get out should be in there. It's to the north.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Kitty. Oh, again. Wonder if the enemy can kill me. Maybe it might have a little something to do with the health bar in the upper right of the screen. Giddy on. When I play these games, I really just do have my blinkers on sometimes, don't I? I do apologise. Okay, I love how nonplussed this woman is about everything. She says, alright, okay, I'll go to the weird abandoned factory because this crazy person that I've known for 10 seconds told me to. Not, what the hell is this thing chasing me? How the hell did it get here? And why the hell do none of us know who the hell we are? I might pose some questions like that, but hey ho, we're not here to question that. We're just here to question why the hell somebody made a factory out of a load of mouldy cheese. And why there's a golf club there. Okay, where's the entrance? Here we are, a gate. Right, let's go through here, and then press the wrong button. That's locked, so I need a
Looks
key.
Like the door's locked from the inside. I need a key.
Alright, great. The key should be... Wait, oh, I have the key with me. You'll have to find another way in.
Can I come get the key from you?
Like I said, no idea where I am.
Can't you just describe your surroundings?
It's,
In a forest.
It's very dark in here.
Just use the light from your radio.
I just can't. Oh, I've got to go, like, right now.
Connor? Connor! Looks like
Oh,
we'll
for
have to find
crying
another
out
way in.
There's, certain similes. Oh, for crying out. There's certain similes that can be drawn to, other conversations, involving, certain types of fish, shall we say, that, bear striking resemblance to this. Right, now, how the hell did I access my inventory again? Not by pressing that. Oh, Alt. Okay, right, let me go back to the pipe. There we are. And wallop that. And then that will let me in to here.
Here are the papers, but let's do that door.
Rachel,
Suspicious.
can you hear me? Did you get in?
Ooh, it's a holodeck.
Are you okay? What happened?
I'm fine. A man just came over and asked me a few questions.
What
In
kind
the
of
darkness?
questions?
How did you know it was a man?
It's not important right now. What's important is that we know how to get out of here. Did you find those papers?
Oh, yeah. The papers read that there's a button where the river splits.
Alright, great, perfect.
A button?
Hey, I also found
Button
this
in the
code. I
riverbed?
think it might go to the safe in the cabin.
That's nothing. Just forget about it. Make your way to that switch.
Oh, that's convincing. I so don't believe you, dude. I so don't believe you even in the
A few of those
slightest.
look important, but I really want to get out of here.
Right, okay, let's go back to the map. If I could ever figure out how this freaking wheel works. Okay, if we just kind of head directly south, then we should get back to the cabin. And then we can use this safe. Because A, I trust Connor about as far as I can throw him. And secondly, I can, hi friend, good to see you're still around. Oh no, he was actually behind me. Are there multiple of them, perhaps? And do they just vanish the moment you turn the light on? That's kind of cool. Oh, a little hill. That's kind of cute and serene. Completely meaningless because there's nothing on top of it, but you know, other than that, it's kind of cute. Okay, is that the cabin there? Yes, because this is the river. There we are. So let's see what we can find in the cabin. Maybe that's where Connor is. Maybe that's why it's all dark. Because he's hidden in the little safe and he's terrified I'm going to find out just how little he is. Again, referencing those conversations that we were talking about before. Let's not get into them. Okay.
You're making a mistake, Rachel. Just go to the river like we planned. Don't make this difficult.
How do you know I'm here? How do you know this is what I'm doing? Ow, my ear.
You just had to pull the switch. You just had to ruin everything.
Again with the holodeck.
All the other test subjects did as I asked and went to the river, pressed the button, got out without even knowing about the test. And now, years
And
of
I
study
ruined
later,
everything.
Now the world will have to live with what's to come, and it's on your hands. You can let yourself out. There's the door. You can leave whenever you feel like it, but I'd make it soon.
Where?
Goodbye, Rachel.
There is no door. Man, for somebody this committed to whatever the hell it is you're doing, you were really bad at convincing me to not do this bad thing that I've done. Okay, I thought it was a bit mysterious. I would be curious to see what the other ending is as well. Okay, so I'm going to play the game again, and just like we did before, except this time hopefully be a little more efficient, as if I can get through without getting half of my health eaten off by presumably getting my bum nibbled by that monster. And yeah, we'll see what the other ending provides, because I wouldn't have expected there to be multiple endings in a little game like this. This is that's a little bit more than I would have expected, but yeah, let's have a look at the other ending and see if that answers any of the mystery surrounding this. Okay. By rushing through the game, I may have slightly and completely broken it. I've picked up the papers, but I didn't get the radio transmission talking about actually going to the fork in the river and hitting the switch. But at least the sun has come up now, which is going to make it a hell of a lot easier for me to find this thing. So where is this switch? There's got to be one here somewhere. Turn that on, that makes it a little bit easier to see. Please tell me the switch just hasn't spawned, because I haven't actually had the voice message yet. Let me turn that off. Let me try going onto the radio and okay, no, so you can use the radio, but it doesn't actually do anything. You can't actually call the bloke again. Okay, this is a little bizarre. Never mind. So where is this switch? Is it like hidden in a tree branch or something? Or is it just like a massive switch just sticking out of the ground somewhere? I have absolutely no idea. Or is the switch in the riverbed, perhaps? No. I have absolutely no idea. Hooray. Kitty yard. Right, I am going to have to admit defeat on this. I think because I've rushed through the game slightly too quickly, the voice lines describing what I need to do to find a switch have not appeared, which means it hasn't triggered that part of the game, which means the switch hasn't appeared. Which means I need to go back to the beginning. Again. Oh joy. That's what I get for rushing about, I suppose. Something has just struck me. In a normal situation where you're trying to escape something, it's because you're locked inside of a room, right? Or you're locked in a building, or in a mine shaft or something, or you keep slipping down the sides of the embankment because you can't get up this frickin' thing. Why don't we just leave the forest? What is actually at the edge of the forest? It looks like there's some kind of fence or something. You can't sort of look directly at it, because then it kind of despawns. But if I just keep walking right up to the edge of the map, what do I find? Because again, if it's a fence, surely we could just climb over it. No, it looks too solid to be a fence. Is it like a brick wall? Yes, it is, isn't it? With bits of tree poking through it. Yes, it's just a massive brick wall. With a tree right next to it, which means we could easily climb over it. But never mind. Never mind the logic. Let's just go with the actual rationale of the game, shall we?
There's this big black cloud. I like to call it the shadow. It only comes out at night, and it's not friendly. It'll charge at you without warning, and if it gets you, you'll start feeling fatigued. If it keeps going at you, you'll pass out. After me, and now I'm where the heck I am. But I've learned it's scared of light. There's a lighter at the camp I've been living at. I've taken the liberty of marking it on your map. Should be to the east of you, somewhere along the river. It should be enough to scare it off for a while, but not long. It also gets fairly dark at night, so you could use it to help there too.
Alright. Find the camp, get the lighter. Got it.
Good, good. Call me on the radio if you get what you're supposed to do. I hope to talk to you soon.
Right, okay. If all of the frickin' things could just go away, thank
What do
you.
I need to do again?
No, I didn't want
Use
more
the track camp to
dialogue.
pick up the lighter. It should be to the east of your map along the river.
Yes, 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 I know. Kindly,
I'll get
shut
back
up.
to it.
Right, okay. So that's not a health bar, it's a fatigue bar. And when the shadow bum rushes you, and you run out of health or fatigue or chips or whatever the hell it is,
Hey, Connor, I found the lighter.
then you go back to the
Alright,
base.
perfect, perfect.
Okay, so you can't actually
No,
die.
actually,
Interesting.
I was on a few
Interesting
weeks running
development
out
of my
here, but
understanding.
I kind of forget what it was.
Very
I must have hit my
incremental,
head or
deathly
something while I was
development.
being taken here, whenever I was being taken here.
Man, these frickin' birds. Where I come from, birds go to sleep at night. They don't just carry on warbling the whole evening through. So is it my imagination, but every now and again I could swear that I see a tree kind of just grow out of the ground. Is that because the trees are just spawning in, or just because I've gone completely stark raving mad? Like there. They don't grow out of the ground completely, it's like they just grow by like another couple of feet or something. Like they somehow get slightly more erect. It's very bizarre.
It, looks like the...
Okay, actually looking at the paper instead of just grabbing the thing and running away is vaguely useful. So the switch is literally right there in the middle of it. So is that door referencing the door that's the door to the radio tower, or is that referencing another door? I don't know.
Here are the papers, but let's do that door.
Perfect way to get told off seems to be. Oh, you are yanking on my chain. You have to go through the door. Really? Really? That's why it didn't trigger. The game didn't break. I broke because I'm a freaking maniac. Oh, gosh. Really? That's why the switch didn't appear? Because I hadn't opened this door?
Rachel, can you hear me? Did you get in?
Connor, are you okay? What happened? But I really want to get out of here.
Ah, right. Here's the switch. So you just sort of stand in the middle of the ocean as Mother Nature washes your nether regions and then press the F button and then everything works.
Did you hear that?
Now what?
Yeah, I just pressed the button. Is that what I think it was?
Wall's open. We're free. Go, get out of here. The opening is to the west.
Oh, that's what that door was talking about. Right, okay. Ow! Ow! Just bit my tongue. Okay, so now there's a door somewhere. I should turn this off, actually, shouldn't I? And stop walking into trees for 2 seconds. See if we can find this mysterious door. I'm not seeing one, unless I've gone slightly off the the direct horizontal line. Here? So there's a door and more just a massive freaking gaping hole in the wall that's been blown open by a cannon, but never mind.
Hey, I got out.
Perfect.
Wait, what about you?
I'm fine. I'll find my own way out. You just go. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention what happened when you opened that safe. That's what created the shadow, and I opened it before. It's still roaming around now, and I didn't want that to happen to you. Now go on. Live your life. I'll try to find you somewhere on the other side.
Why didn't you say that in the beginning? Why did you just say, oh no, don't go to the safe isn't important, honest? If you'd made up that rubbish story about that's where the shadow came from in the first place, and all of its babies were going to explode out onto my face when I opened the safe, then I might have possibly believed you. I still wouldn't have, because it's still a rubbish excuse. But maybe I would have. Oh gosh. Right. Like every few weeks or every month or so, there's another video that comes along that just makes me feel really, really stupid. And each month it somehow gets worse. Not necessarily because I feel more stupid, but just because it's like a cumulative effect. I'm being this stupid, this regularly, and this publicly all the time. And that's just worrying. But never mind. That was Into the Unknown. That was quite nice. Obviously, a little bit rough around the edges in some parts, but for the most part, actually quite enjoyable and a little bit fun and a bit different from most of the normal stuff that gets put out. So nice to see something that's taking a slightly different take on stuff. Anyway, I'm just going to go and have a long, hard think about my life. Hello, and thank you for playing my game. Please be patient as updates are being rolled out every day or every other day. If you see a bug, please report it immediately. My goal is for you to have a decent experience. You know what? I like that. It's not have a great experience. It's not come in and have an amazing experience and be completely transformed by my game. No, it's just come and have a decent experience. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's get on with the game. Feeling like all hope is lost? Go for a swim. The magic number is 25. Did any of this make sense? Absolutely not. Giddy aunt. Anyway, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to something called Survival Horror number 8436, I want to say. I don't remember the number. Yes, that is actually its name. Press O on the number pad to discard. Why do I have to reach all the way over there to throw things away? But I assume those are like my items. Okay, so underneath my big, irritating, flapping pie hole, it says Objective, obscure the area. Explore the area by circling the lake. Press F to turn on a flashlight. Okay, so I've got a light, a nice bright light for once. What do we have here? Grey Skull. Oh, by the power of Grey Skull. Oh, funny. Okay, so that charges up my light, it would seem, but the brightness is quite good, so we don't really need that, it would seem. We've got a heck of a jump on us, and I can refill my taco bar, it seems, by eating a burger. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Hang on, is my flashlight battery going down even when I'm not using my flashlight? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, I'm not going to consume things unless I absolutely have to, because I feel like I may retrace my steps in these locations at some point, and I don't want to just waste things. So, let's open the door. We've got some supplies in here, and we have a locker, and we have discovered I'm wearing tap dancing shoes, which isn't exactly ideal for a moonlit stroll by the lake, but never mind. Texture's very... Whoa. Okay. That is beautiful. That is one of the... Sorry, that is genuinely taking me back. That is actually one of the nicest water movement animations I've ever seen. That's not even like a joke or sarcasm or anything. That is just genuinely beautiful. I mean, you can see the kind of the lines in it, especially from more of a distance. You can very easily see the lines in it, but just looking down at it, it's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. I wouldn't expect anything like that in this kind of game. Right, anyway, yes. Which kind of surprises me, because when I was reading the description of this, it seemed to be a bit of a joke of a game. Like, it was just the most... it was like classic stereotypes of what survival horror games were all about. You know, pick up items, here's a flashlight. All that kind of stuff. Okay, this doesn't look good. This looks like it might get me killed, but I'm going to try and explore what we've got. I don't know whether this is the area I'm supposed to be exploring, but I'm going to get initiated in some kind of cult in here. A key is needed to open this door. Okay, right, so I can come back, presumably once I have found my key, but I'm going to need to shove a taco in my face first, because apparently I've turned into Deadpool. Right, okay, let's keep on travelling and see if we can find this key that it wants us to discover. I mean, the sound is nice as well. The rustling in the trees is done to just the right volume. The footsteps are a little bit, well, they're indie horror gamey. What? Objective complete. Collect 3 firewood. Oh, all right then. Are those going to be like big floating objects, like the food, which I'm in desperate need of some more of now I think about it, or not? Presumably not. Presumably they're going to go into like my inventory at the bottom. Okay, let me. Okay, this is where I started from. I'm not seeing any firewood anywhere. This is mysterious. Also, am I eventually going to run out of bits of food? Because that presents me with 2 questions. What happens when that bar gets depleted? Does that bar get depleted more by me sprinting? And where the hell is this firewood? Oh, it's just like on the ground? Oh. It's just on the ground in front of my big dumb face, except I was just slightly too cretins to realise it. Let's not even go there, because frankly that's too depressing for me to say. Right, I have now collected enough firewood. Presumably now I need to light a fire somewhere. Place a fire at the location designated at the docks. Okay then, that's fair enough. I guess it would make sense, since this is where we do have some sort of camp. What is that? It's a security camera, despite the fact that this building clearly, and it's got a light in it, despite the fact that this building clearly isn't wired up to any kind of power source. But never mind, signal for help, or alternatively stand here and get assassinated by some kind of intergalactic assassin. Right, press P to place firewood. Yay. Now how do I light this thing? Light the signal. You need a lighter to start the fire. Thank you. Never mind. Okay, right, we've refilled that. Where do I find a lighter? Oh, probably over there. Just thinking about it. I do like that though. That reminds me very much of old, not old horror games, but just old games, back from a slightly more sort of classic period of gaming. Used to do things like that a lot in order to mark item locations, which I kind of miss. Right, let's have this. Perfect golden lighter. Beautiful stuff. Marvellous. Right, come on, get moving. I see we are not as well equipped for survival as that chump from the forest that we played as, whose name I think I forgot as soon as we started playing the game, let alone... How long has it been? Months since I've played that game, for crying out, a very long time indeed. So I can hardly be expected to remember it. Right, let's light the fire, please. Whoa, 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 I nearly set fire to my whole face. It's a meteor, I think. Most people drop like a care package, not an ICBM. Oh, I see. It wasn't a meteor. 'Twas a demon. It was a demon delivery system. Excellent. I'm so glad to see that Deliveroo have been diversifying their financial portfolio. Hi, friend. Don't let the monster kill you. No, definitely don't do that. That would be most unpleasant. Now, which way is he? Is he this way or that way? I haven't aboard these, but I ain't going to stand around to find out. I'm just going to jump onto this rock and stick a taco in my face and run away. Oh no, there he is. Oh goodness, I don't have the key to get in here, and now I've run out of stamina. And those are the thundering footfalls of his feet, aren't they? Yes, they are. Hopefully he's frightened of water. Yes, he does actually seem to be frightened of water. Marvellous. Okay, I still don't have the key for this though. Okay, so what's my objective then? Beyond just survival? Because survival must have a point. Yeah? It's not just about continuing your existence. It's also about actually achieving something with your time. Okay, just meander over here, I suppose. Okay. His AI is a little unusual. Okay, right. Do I need to, like, try and head towards, like, head towards the impact crater of the meteor or something? Because then it, like, jumped down from, like, up there, which would make it kind of impossible for me to access that area. Most mysterious. I'm not quite sure what to do. I'm also not quite sure why I should be using the light, because it reflects off the air so much and it's so bright that it almost makes it harder to see than easier. So, hello again, friend. I'm so glad to see you're keeping up with your exercise regimen. It is so important in this day and age. Speaking of things that you see in this day and age, I am quite familiar with that character model. It's a, presumably a free asset, judging off the number of people that use it. Can I hide in here? I must be, like, meant to do something. He's still right there. Hi. Nice knees. Sorry, was that a bit forward? I do apologise. I didn't want to imply that I was making some kind of unwanted advances onto you, you crazy hellspawn. So what the hell am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just, like, get in the boat and go... Oh no, I can't go anywhere because this is a lake, isn't it? I can sit in the boat though. Marvellous. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to find the key that I use in order to get into that location? Or is that it for the game? There must be more to the game than that, surely. Please say there is still more to the game than this. I mean, there must be. There's 5 achievements for this thing. There must be, like, an ending or something. I like the texturing for the rock faces as well. Those, again, remind me of old games from a more classic period in time. I don't think I'm supposed to be up here, but I am going to stay here anyway for a bit because I haven't got any other ideas of what I'm supposed to be doing. I also seem to have gotten myself quite horribly stuck. Never mind, I seem to be making slow progress. Goodness. Yeah, I seem to have gotten myself stuck behind an invisible barrier. I'm guessing I'm not supposed to be over here. So, that's my fault. That's my fault for remembering the fact that when I started this game up, I noticed that one of the achievements said something about finding a secret place. And now I've started wandering around in the forest in the vain hope of finding it. Right. Also got to love my health and safety first attitude towards fire safety. No, I just ran away and I didn't need to, and now I have to get stuck on something. I know I died. I noticed. But, bizarre. Oh no, don't put me back to the beginning. No, you beast. Oh, goodness. Right. Give me a minute. Give me a bit of time. I shall see if I can figure out if this game does actually have an ending of some kind. What? Grab the key from the shed. What key? There's no key in here. Also, you didn't bring up this objective previously. You just said don't die. Also, this makes no sense for a multitude of other reasons that I shall explain in a moment. So, it has been some time. And that is the understatement of the decade. Okay, so I died, as you saw, and then I tried to get back to this part of the game. Only I couldn't because I accidentally started death. Then I got to the point where I needed to get the firewood, and I could only find 2 pieces. I circled the entire lake multiple times, and I could only find 2 pieces of firewood. So I had to quit and restart, and then on the 3rd attempt, I have actually managed to get us back to the point where the monster is attempting to attack us. Now comes the bit that I am not proud of. I mean, I'm not really proud of any of the rubbish I put out on this website, but I'm particularly not proud of the fact that I had to look up how the hell you actually progress, despite the fact that I now seem to have progressed without actually doing anything different to what I did before. Apparently... Okay, so you can blind him with the flashlight somehow. That's one thing I know. Apparently you can kind of entice him to attack you, but then you need to like run away afterwards. But he doesn't seem to be very good at that. Is what most people probably say whenever they see me play any game. Right, yeah, apparently you're supposed to entice him to attack you 3 times, and then that does a thing. But it doesn't seem to be doing anything for this man. And trust me, I'd know if it was doing it for him, because his loincloth would be standing up. And now it just says get the key from the shed, which it didn't say before, and there's no key in the shed. So now I'm massively confused. In one of my attempts while restarting the game, just to further add to my joy, it said, please be patient, more updates are coming, including a proper ending, which means all of this work is probably going to be for naught. Apparently there's also something to do with jumping in the lake, which we will do at the end, if it transpires that in fact there is nothing I can work out in terms of actually solving this little conundrum of ours. So, there is nothing in the shed. I just want to re-emphasize that, like a dozen times over. There is nothing in the shed. I cannot open this locker. There is nothing behind it. And there is nothing on the floor. And there's nothing on the walls. Unless, no, that's not the key. That's just a bit of brickwork. Good, because if that had been the key, I really would have been cheesed off. Unless it's on the back of the door? No. So there is no key in the shed. Apparently there's also some sort of secret area, which I think I mentioned earlier. There's some sort of secret area somewhere in the forest. I haven't been able to find that either. So far I haven't been able to succeed at very much in this game. I'm being a bit rubbish this evening. Oh dear. I presume the key is to that door with the flames next to it, because it said we needed the key for that. So that much at least makes sense. Is this guy still stuck? He is, isn't he? Is that why he's not attacking me? Because somehow he's got himself stuck here? Yeah, so that's how you can stun him. To give yourself a bit of time. But then how do I make him attempt to attack me? Do I just rush past him, or... Yeah, there we are. Because the guide said you had to do that 3 times, I think. So let me just try rushing past it a bunch. Yes, there we go. It's like you're trying to very forcibly get a hat onto me that won't quite fit. Ah, okay. So now that we've done that, I'm just going to stun you for no particularly good reason. Because I don't want to have to go back. Right, there we go. Okay. So I do... Okay, so it has bugged. It meant to say don't die, and then after you do this, it's supposed to say grab the key, which is presumably when the key actually spawns. So that makes a semblance of sense. I don't know how I'm sprinting now. I've completely run out of sprint, but never mind. Yes, the key is in here. Marvellous. Let's have that. Thank you very much. Okay, marvellous. Get to the escape house. Surely escaping has nothing to do with houses, because houses are very stationary things, and escaping is all about being in a place and then suddenly not being there anymore. But never mind. He seems to have glitched and gotten himself stuck, which I'm quite happy with, but at the same time, never mind. Let's just see what this not proper ending looks like, and let's stack up on tacos before we go. Also, I'm convinced those are burgers, and yet the meter is of a taco, which makes it feel like I'm doing some sort of substitution here. Right. Ah, marvellous. And this is where the light actually comes in handy, because it means you can see something. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. What? Use the security panel to put an end to the... Oh, you can see something! Sorry, I thought we'd come to a black screen. We hadn't. I just wasn't looking where I was going. Well, this is very futuristic. This reminds me where the stealth suit was developed. Press enter to access controls. Oh yeah, this is looking through the security camera from the little shed. What? Lure monster? Activate tractor beam? What the hell is this? Okay, I can still turn my character around in order to move the light. I'm pressing N, but nothing happens. It might be because he's stuck in the location, and then I can start my alien tractor beam. Yeah, and then I can just do that to leave if I want to. What does R do? Does that maybe reset the monster in case he does get stuck? Maybe I need to hold N? I'm guessing. He doesn't seem to be appearing, and I don't think I can like move the camera around in order to summon him. Can I go outside of here in order to... I take that as a no. Is that a no? Is that a no? Because I'm moving him out, and now it be happening. I'm taking that as a no. Oh, good. Oh, marvellous. Oh, spiffing. Oh, good. So now what you're telling me is that you need to go back to the beginning of the game, play it again, and to the extent to which the monster is not stuck in a single location, so that we can actually lure the monster to this location, catch him in the tractor beam, because, you know, nobody's ever heard of a gun. I mean, I'm British, like, it's not even in my DNA to naturally jump to the options of guns, but still. Oh, goodness. Right. I'm going to look at quick tips. What are these? Food bar. Depletes over time. Yeah. What? What? Spinning blocks with this icon to replenish, also in burger. The hell does that mean? Never mind. I mean, that would have been useful information to know in the first place. But never mind. Yes. Sorry, I didn't even get to see the proper... I didn't even get to see the not proper ending. I didn't even get to see the monster in the tractor beam. Captain Kirk. I, frankly, have just had about enough of this life. So if you don't mind, joined by my good friends, I am going to jump in the lake. Bye-bye. Yes, that is enough of that. Forever. I don't want it to seem like I'm too down on the game, because it does show some interest. I don't know whether it's coincidental or it's purposeful, but it does pay certain like homages in a certain way to older classic games, which is always a bit of a weakness for me. So I certainly approve of that. And the textures are gorgeous. And it would be nice to have an original enemy instead of the free stock asset enemy, but it seems to have some potential. I'm just a bit rubbish at playing it, because the stuff just doesn't seem to work for me, but never mind. That's enough of that. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.